Rowena Ravenclaw. Rowena Ravenclaw was one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and the founder of Ravenclaw House. She was renowned for her extraordinary intelligence, wit, and creativity, traits that became the cornerstone of the house bearing her name. Rowena was a master of spell invention and magical theory, contributing significantly to the foundational framework of magical education at Hogwarts. Her greatest known magical artifact was the Diadem of Ravenclaw, a powerful enchanted circlet that enhanced the wisdom of its wearer. The diadem's enchantment is proof of Rowena's exceptional skill in both enchantments and object-based magic. Though little is recorded about her dueling prowess, her contributions to magical learning and her foundational role in the wizarding world place her among the most powerful witches of her time. Helena Ravenclaw, the Grey Lady. Helena Ravenclaw, daughter of Rowena Ravenclaw, is best known in her ghostly form as the Grey Lady, the Ravenclaw house ghost. In life, Helena was intellectually gifted, inheriting her mother's brilliance, but also deeply envious of her mother's fame. She stole Rowena's diadem, seeking to use its powers to surpass her mother in wisdom. The theft and her flight to Albania ended in tragedy when she was murdered by the Bloody Baron, who had been sent to retrieve her. Though her magical abilities in life are not extensively documented, the legacy of the diadem and her knowledge of its location were critical in Lord Voldemort's Horcrux strategy. Helena's mastery of concealment and the fact that she eluded the magical world's detection for years suggests strong skills in stealth-related magic, concealment charms, and possibly non-verbal magic. Her enduring presence as a ghost also makes her a unique magical entity tied directly to powerful, long-lasting enchantments. Filius Flitwick. Filius Flitwick served as the Charms Master and head of Ravenclaw House at Hogwarts for decades. He was widely recognized as one of the most talented and knowledgeable charmers in the wizarding world. His magical expertise spanned not only charms, but also defensive magic, and he was known to be a former dueling champion, highlighting his skills in both offensive and protective spells. As a professor, Flitwick demonstrated advanced control of magical theory, precise wand work, and deep understanding of magical mechanics. During the Battle of Hogwarts, Flitwick held off powerful enemies, including defeating Antonin Dolohov, one of Voldemort's most dangerous Death Eaters. He also played a key role in casting complex protective enchantments around the school, indicating mastery over large-scale spellcraft and collaborative defensive wards. His combination of academic excellence, battlefield effectiveness, and dueling credentials make him one of the most powerful modern Ravenclaws. Garrick Ollivander. Garrick Ollivander was considered the foremost wandmaker in the wizarding world during the 20th century. A descendant of an ancient line of wandmakers, Ollivander demonstrated an unparalleled understanding of wand lore, the complex magical discipline involving the construction, behavior, and compatibility of wands. He could identify a wand's core, wood, and flexibility with precision, and explain how each element influenced magical performance. His encyclopedic memory of every wand he sold also showed signs of either an extraordinary mental discipline or use of magical memory enhancement techniques. Although not a combatant, Ollivander's power was rooted in his unique magical specialization. He understood the deep reactive nature of wands, including concepts such as wand allegiance, twin cores, and the Elder Wand's law. Even Lord Voldemort and Harry Potter sought him out for his knowledge, which speaks to his importance and expertise. His capture and survival under Voldemort's imprisonment also hint at mental fortitude and potential magical defenses that remain largely unrecorded. Moaning Myrtle, Myrtle Warren. Myrtle Warren, posthumously known as Moaning Myrtle, was a Ravenclaw student at Hogwarts who became a ghost after her death in the 1940s. She was killed by the basilisk unleashed from the Chamber of Secrets under the control of Tom Riddle. While her magical potential was largely unfulfilled due to her early death, Myrtle's inclusion among the strongest Ravenclaws is based on her unique status and continued magical influence in ghost form. As a ghost, she has shown the ability to haunt locations, appear and disappear at will, and interact with the physical world to a limited extent, including flooding bathrooms and disturbing plumbing. More significantly, she unintentionally provided vital information that helped Harry Potter solve the mystery of the Chamber of Secrets, revealing where she died and giving clues about the creature responsible. Her continued presence in Hogwarts and ability to access private locations like the prefect's bathroom and the Slytherin dormitories through plumbing infrastructure demonstrates a lingering magical influence not typically seen in other ghosts. Quirinus Quirrell. Quirinus Quirrell was a Ravenclaw alumnus who served as the Hogwarts Professor of Muggle Studies and later Defense Against the Dark Arts. Though initially perceived as timid and unassuming, Quirrell was an intellectually curious wizard who sought out dark knowledge during a sabbatical in Eastern Europe. There, he encountered and ultimately became a host for the disembodied form of Lord Voldemort. His decision to align with the Dark Lord reflected not only desperation, but a willingness to push the boundaries of magical ethics and bodily integrity. While under Voldemort's influence, Quirrell successfully bypassed multiple magical protections guarding the Philosopher's Stone, demonstrating high competence in counter curses, stealth magic, and logic-based enchantments. He also engaged in physical and magical confrontation with Harry Potter, requiring sustained use of dark magic and physical endurance despite his possession. Although ultimately consumed by the dark magic within him, Quirrell's knowledge, magical ability, and proximity to one of history's darkest forces distinguish him as a dangerously capable wizard. Millicent Bagnold. Millicent Bagnold was a former Minister for Magic and a member of Ravenclaw House. She served as the head of the British Ministry of Magic during one of the most tumultuous periods in wizarding history, the First Wizarding War. Bagnold held office during the fall of Lord Voldemort in 1981, which required not only strong administrative leadership, but also the ability to manage complex magical affairs on a national scale. She famously defended the massive magical celebration that occurred following Voldemort's defeat by stating, "I assert our inalienable right to party." This declaration, while light-hearted in tone, underscores her deep understanding of magical law and the authority to interpret and apply it in high-stakes situations. Though not known for her dueling or battlefield magic, her magical competence, political strength, and authoritative control over wizarding institutions during a crisis place her among the most powerful Ravenclaws in terms of influence, decision-making, and high-level magical governance. Ignatia Wildsmith. Ignacia Wildsmith was a Ravenclaw witch and the inventor of Floo powder, a groundbreaking magical substance that revolutionized wizarding transportation. Her creation allowed witches and wizards to travel instantaneously between fireplaces connected to the Floo network, using green flames and a spoken destination. The development of Floo powder required an advanced understanding of magical chemistry, enchantment, and spatial manipulation, fields that few witches or wizards have ever mastered. Wildsmith's ability to stabilize such a volatile magical compound and make it commercially viable demonstrates an exceptional level of technical magical knowledge. The continued widespread use of Floo powder centuries after her invention is a testament to the durability and brilliance of her work. Though little is known about her personal life or combat abilities, her contribution fundamentally changed how the wizarding world operates, placing her among the most influential magical innovators to emerge from Ravenclaw House. Lorcan MacLeod. Lorcan MacLeod was a 19th century Ravenclaw wizard who served as Minister for Magic from 1923 to 1925. Though his tenure was brief, MacLeod was notable for his mastery of non-verbal magic, a highly advanced form of spellcasting that requires intense focus, control, and magical intuition. He was so adept at nonverbal communication that he frequently refused to speak at all, conducting ministry business almost entirely through silent spellwork and gestures. This reliance on nonverbal magic both impressed and frustrated his colleagues, indicating that his magical strength was genuine but also unorthodox. While not much is documented about specific achievements during his term, the level of magical discipline needed to operate at the highest levels of government without verbal incantation speaks volumes about his capabilities. His political authority, combined with a rare magical skill set, makes him a unique and powerful figure in Ravenclaw's legacy. Uric the Oddball. Uric the Oddball was a medieval wizard and a known member of Ravenclaw House, famous for his eccentricity and unusual magical behavior. Despite his reputation for bizarre actions, such as attempting to train trolls or wearing jellyfish as hats, Uric was nonetheless an extremely powerful wizard whose magical experiments defied conventional understanding. He was rumored to have survived for extended periods under magical self-enchantment, possibly using experimental protective spells or even modified charm work to alter his perceptions of reality. His eccentric nature often masked the depth of his magical talent. Many of his so-called failures were later reinterpreted as early, albeit unstable, prototypes of advanced magic. Historical records suggest that he performed feats of transfiguration, mental magic, and illusionary enchantments that were well ahead of his time. Though difficult to classify by traditional standards, Uric's creativity, magical reach, and enduring legacy within wizarding folklore underscore a form of genius often associated with Ravenclaw's most unconventional minds.
Mischief managed. Nox.